God.
A Navy fighter jet crashes into this Virginia Beach apartment complex, sending thick plumes of black smoke into the air.
Shortly after takeoff, initial indications are that aircraft suffered a catastrophic mechanical malfunction.
One young man who lives nearby says he ignored a series of loud noises before he realized what was going on.
There are a lot of teens who live here, and I thought it was just a big prank and like something playing around. But initially, the second time I heard it, I looked out the window and I see this whole place on fire.
Officials say 2 pilots, a student and an instructor, were on a training mission from a nearby naval air station. They ejected just before their jet engulfed the building in flames.
All of a sudden, I saw the plane come down, and then because I'm on the courtyard, it hit, and it just the whole thing was in flames, the whole backyard, and then things started to explode.
Some residents say they saw one of the pilots in the moments after the crash. He apparently apologized for destroying their homes. Both pilots, along with 5 people from the building, were taken to the hospital for injuries, including broken bones. Most were released hours later. Fire officials say more than 24 residents remain unaccounted for.
I pray now, what I'm thinking about now is when we don't find any more victims. So far, we've been very lucky, but we got to go through a few more buildings, as the chief said, and that's what's on my mind right now.
Authorities say the fighter jet dumped loads of fuel before crashing. It wasn't immediately clear if that was because of a malfunction or an intentional maneuver by the pilots. But fire officials say the plane, having less fuel on board than when it took off, helped prevent what could have been an even larger fire.
A memorial service is held on board a cruise ship in the North Atlantic to mark the 100th anniversary of the Titanic disaster, before the names of those who died on board the ill-fated ship were read out. The Azamara journey, which has sailed from Canada, is one of 2 ships to converge on the spot where the boat sank a century ago. The Balmoral left Southampton last week, with 50 of its passengers having a direct family connection to the sinking.
It's almost as though while I was here, he was alive for me, and I can let it go.
Shortly after the Azamara's service, held at midnight on Saturday, passengers gathered on deck to see wreaths thrown overboard. A deadly tornado tears its way across parts of Oklahoma on Saturday. Although the violent twisters mainly hit underpopulated areas, 2 people were killed and a number of others injured after an apartment building in the northwest town of Woodward was badly damaged. Tornadoes also tore through the neighboring states of Kansas, Nebraska and Iowa. The US tornado season started early this year, with twisters already blamed for 57 deaths in the Midwest and South.
Troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain, and I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? Oh, my mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. Oh, I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, you're so dangerous. Yes, you've got me in your clutch. So ridiculous. Seems like I can't get enough. Caught up in your web. How'd I get in such a mess? Tied up to your bed, 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 bed. Why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. Oh, I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker.
I threw
were wishing it well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade myself for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way.
Hip-hop mogul Russell Simmons says Adam Yauch of the Beastie Boys has died. The gravelly-voiced rapper, also known as MCA, was 47. Simmons' Def Jam label released the Beastie Boys' first album, Licensed to Ill. The cause of death wasn't immediately known. Yauch was diagnosed with a cancerous carotid gland in 2009. He had undergone surgery and radiation. At the time, Yauch expressed hope, saying it was very treatable, but his illness caused the group to cancel shows and delay the release of their 2011 album, Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. He hadn't performed in public since 2009 and was absent when the Beastie Boys were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in April.
It's been an agonising 44-year wait, so unsurprisingly the fans were out in force to celebrate Manchester City's winning the Premier League. The team assembled in Albert Square outside the town hall as tens of thousands of the noisy neighbours let rip.
Proud of this player because they did everything for you. They want to win this championship for you.
After a bit of backslapping, it was onto an open-top bus for City, who called a 1.8-mile circuit of the town centre, whilst thousands more fans voiced their appreciation. Fire crews on the ground needed help from the air over the weekend as wildfires scorched land north of Phoenix, Arizona. The blaze has so far laid waste to more than 2,500 acres in Tonto National Forest. Local media reported that smoke could be seen up to 30 miles away in Phoenix. The authorities say no homes have been damaged as yet, but 2 buildings have been. Hundreds of firefighters have been deployed to deal with the fire. There are currently no estimates on when crews will have it contained.
The point that I'm trying to make is that I am a singer, and a singer is really like a painter. I'm painting this now, but tomorrow I may paint another color and another totally different piece of art. So I don't like to be categorized because I think that I'm an instrument, and if you play me, I'm going to make whatever sound is supposed to come out for that particular color. And so in the overall spectrum of things, I'm just trying to be true to what I feel my mission is, and that is to categorize the music, the song, but not the artist. I love music, period. Just music, all kinds of music. And I listen to everything, literally. Everything from Moroccan music to Indian music to, I get the Bollywood soundtracks, and I'm all over the board. I love African music. I listen to things all the time, and it's all very different. Everybody should aspire first to be themselves. They should use everyone as an example and understand what they're doing, and then process it and make it their own. Whatever they take from somebody else, make it their own. That's number one. Number two, because everyone is unique. Number two, I would tell them that as soon as they get in a position to get a good lawyer or a good person that could be legal counsel and a good accountant, and then when they earn a lot of money, save it, put it in the bank, and buy yourself some things, but wait till you earn enough money to really know that you're securing your job, because this business kind of changes quite frequently, and there's a lot of money to be made. But you also have to be very wise with it, and when you do songs, you get great songs, and sing great songs.
The Olympic torch has begun its 8,000-mile relay after being flown from its overnight stop at RNAS Culdrose. Seeking helicopter flew the flame in a specially designed lantern to Land's End, where it was used to light the first torch, carried by 3-time Olympic champion sailor Ben Ainsley. The flame will now travel 8,000 miles around the UK, culminating with the opening ceremony of the Games in Stratford in London on July 27th.
Ainsley, however, lived just 300 metres before passing it on.
It's the best feeling in the world. It's like eating good food, your birthday all in one day. Like everything, making money all on one day. How do you feel? It's the best feeling ever. I can't believe it. It's like a dream. It's like it was meant to be.
A scene of devastation in Italy as the country's most powerful earthquake in 3 years kills at least 3 people. The 6.3 magnitude quake hit near Bologna in the north of the country. The tremor and a powerful aftershock shattered historical buildings throughout the region, including the 14th century Estense Castle in the town of San Felice sul Panaro. There are fears many more people could be trapped under the rubble.
The building collapses in the Italian town of Covezzo as a result of tremors from an earlier 5.8 magnitude earthquake. At least 15 people were killed when the quake initially hit the region on Tuesday morning, with strong aftershocks being felt in towns near the epicenter. Clouds of dust could be seen filling the streets of Covezzo, with many buildings collapsing which had been damaged in another earthquake over a week ago. Thousands of residents evacuated from their homes after the earthquake were again affected when their tents began to shake with these latest tremors.